Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very evident that a lot of times what you see on social media, on mainstream media, a lot of the narratives that are being painted in front of you, it's kind of not the case. It's meant to steer you in one direction while something else is happening in the background.
More and more of us are getting our information these days online, but not everything you read, of course, or see there is accurate in that space.
I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Today's video is not on that. I'm just gonna talk about one of those stories today, and that story is about the Tate brothers.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania.
What really happened, and why is Romania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this?
What happened in prison?
The case file is completely empty. Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania.
We all know who they are, and as quickly as they gained that fame, I feel like that fame was taken away from them. In today's video, we're going to talk about that and what I believe is going to happen to them. And the craziest thing is that I feel like they knew exactly the three things that were going to happen as soon as they amassed the following that they amassed. As you just saw, the first strike, Andrew says, is going to be him getting canceled. He gains fame, he becomes very influential, and he gets canceled. Right? All of social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they all ban him because they say that he is a misogynist and he's preaching and, he's sending a message that's not good for the youth. We all have our beliefs on what we think the message that is good is for the youth or not. I believe his message was good. His message was to become a man. His message was to become strong. His message was to go to the gyms. His message was to not believe everything that you see on your phones, on your laptops, on TV. That was his message. His message was to be protective over your woman, right? Protect them and make sure that you take care of them. That was more so his message. Other things that he said was, him just being a troll, I feel like, but his main, 80% of the things that came out of his mouth were things to make you a better, a stronger, a more intelligent man. The second strike that he talks about is him being sent to prison. He says that the authorities will find a plot, something to plot against him to be able to send him to prison. Right now we're seeing that he is being accused of human trafficking, he's being accused of rape, he's being accused of, him and his brothers alongside some of the girls that were working with them are being accused of all these things. And we obviously don't know what the case is because, we're not told if this is true or not.
Yeah, the Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence in my file because I've done nothing wrong.
Andrew keeps saying that this is being plotted against him. We all have our beliefs of whether this is being plotted against him or not, but the truth of it is that he was right. Prior to any of this even happening to him, he says that. He says he's gonna get canceled. He says the next thing that's gonna happen to him is they're gonna try to send him to prison, and he is in prison. And I think that's crazy, right? That before any of this happening, he already knew what they were gonna do to him. And then the third strike, and I guess the most terrifying strike, is he says that they'll try to kill him.
They've already given me quite a few warnings where I actually truly believe they're going to try and kill me.
So let's answer that question. Are the Tate brothers going to get killed, right? Is strike 3 going to happen? To preface that question, let's go ahead and talk about what I believe the Tate brothers are really, really good at. They're really good at painting their narrative, right? We have our narrative being painted by social media, mainstream media, but they're also very good at painting their own narrative and making you understand what you need to understand about them and their lives and what you need to understand as an individual, right? Whether you're a girl or a dude, right? Doesn't matter your sex. He kind of preaches to the masses how not to believe certain things, how to become stronger, more intelligent, etc., etc. So the narrative that he paints out is, first of all, the 3 strikes. He made sure that his audience understood that. The second narrative that he paints out is through Twitter. He always tweets. The other day he tweeted that if he ever gets killed, we should understand that it's not him, that he would never kill himself. And I think that's a very powerful message that he sends out there because he knows that that's a way for him to protect himself. If anybody wants him dead, and if he dies, his audience is not going to take it well. There's going to be strikes. I foresee protests. I foresee the world not taking it well because outside of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate and the message they're trying to preach, the world wants their freedom of speech. The biggest thing that today that you want to have is being able to preach what you want to say, is being able to not get canceled on what you want to say. Freedom of speech is a human right that everybody wants. And him being an advocate of freedom of speech, I feel like the world's not going to take it well when somebody like that just vanishes, gets killed, right? So I don't think he's going to get killed. I think the reason why he keeps saying get killed is just in some sort of form, trying to make this a little bit more interesting and serious than it should be. But what I do think is going to happen is he's probably going to be in prison for a little longer, right? They're going to try to keep him in prison for a little longer, just try to understand if he truly is a part of this human trafficking circle that he was that they say he's a part of for money laundering or the rape cases that they have against them. So we're not going to see him come back into the spotlight as soon as possible. The other day he does post a tweet saying that he still believes that the two things that are going to happen to him are out of this are either death again, or if he comes out of this, he's going to be the most influential person in the world. So again, he has the influence, he has the audience. I don't think that he can get any more influence. But if he does, and when he does come out of this, I do believe that everybody would want to hear his story. How was it in prison? Why would they want to plot this against him? What is he going to do going forward? So I foresee him being in every podcast possible. Again, I foresee a lot of shorts. I foresee me scrolling through my social media and seeing his face as much as I saw it 6-7 months ago, right? So he's going to be put back in that spotlight as heavily he was back when he was getting all the fame that he was. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on that, on the narrative. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys not agree with me? What do you all think is gonna happen to the Tate brothers? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, the algorithm loves if you guys like, comment on this video, right? And if you wanna join the family, I would love it if you subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.